Do you ever feel like no matter how much you work on yourself, it's never enough? Like there's always a better version of you just out of reach, and you're constantly falling short. That might sound like ambition, but it can quickly become something else, an invisible form of self-rejection. In today's world, we're surrounded by messages telling us to optimize everything. Wake up earlier. Read more. Meditate. Journal. Cold showers. Biohack. Hustle harder. The self-improvement industry tells us that if we're not always growing, we're falling behind. And while growth is powerful, when it turns into pressure, it stops serving you and starts controlling you. The trap of constant self-improvement is sneaky. It wears the mask of motivation, but underneath, it often hides fear. Fear of not being good enough as you are. It convinces you that rest is lazy, that ease is weakness, and that slowing down means failure. So you keep pushing. You read more books, add more habits, track more metrics, but you never arrive. You just keep chasing a version of yourself that always feels one step ahead. And over time, this can lead to burnout, shame, and a quiet sense of never being truly okay. You become addicted to fixing yourself, even when you're not broken. You don't celebrate your wins because your mind immediately says, now do better. It's a moving finish line. And no matter how far you run, it keeps moving further. So how do you step out of the cycle without giving up on growth? First, by remembering that improvement isn't worth anything if it doesn't come from a place of self-respect. Real growth doesn't scream, "You're not enough." It whispers, "You're already worthy and you're just expanding." There's nothing wrong with wanting more, but when it becomes a constant signal that who you are isn't good enough, it's no longer growth. It's pressure in disguise. Second, by pausing the upgrades and asking yourself, what would it feel like to improve without needing to prove? What if you pursued better, not because you're broken, but because you already care about yourself? You don't have to abandon your goals. You just have to stop making your identity dependent on reaching them. You can be a work in progress and still be whole. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be proud of how far you've come. And you are allowed to grow without rushing. Because the best kind of transformation doesn't come from force, it comes from peace. What's one way you've been pressuring yourself to improve lately? Be honest and drop it in the comments. And if this helped you breathe deeper, like the video, subscribe to Speak Clear and share it with someone who needs to hear. You're already enough, even as you grow.